So guys, quick video on the bar risers I've put on the Vosges DSX 900, and you can see they're offset bar risers, so you can see there's a significant rise in the bars from where they were before. So there's at least 30, maybe 40mm rise in them bars now from where they were before. These particular bar risers are for the F850 GS, and they keep the same profile. If I look at the top view, you can see the profile at the bottom is very similar to the profile on the bike, and this is the original profile. So that's a profile that was originally sat down on the handlebar. So this is the original piece on the top. There's a new profile at the bottom, very, very similar. Funnily enough, there's a left and a right on, and why that should be, I don't know, because obviously that one will fit there and that one will fit there, but quite strange. No real problems fitting the bar risers. It's not rocket science. You just do the two 4 bolts on the top, I should say. Take them out carefully, put something on your tank so when you put the handlebars on you're not going to scratch it. Take the 4 bolts out, pull your bars back onto the tank, fit the bottom sections. Once you've fitted the bottom sections, this is really important before you try and fit the bars back on, going down under the bike, and what you need to do to get to the particular cable is turn your handlebars fully one way, and you can get up and under here. And on the headstock, which is the centre stock here, going further down, there's 2 brackets on the headstock, one either side, and a zip tie clip that are clipping the cables either side to there. You need to carefully cut through the zip tie cables. Make sure you don't cut the cable. Do it very, very carefully. The one on the left-hand side is very easy to get at. The one on the right-hand side, down this side, is a bit of a pig to get at, to be honest. Or is it vice versa? Yes, vice versa, sorry. The one on this side is easier than the other side. But anyway, you need to undo them 2 zip ties first. Reattach your handlebars, torque the settings down to 10 Newton meters torque. Then, before you do anything, check the free play in your cables. Check it on full lock both ways to see it's not binding. You're never going to ride on full lock, but obviously full lock that way you want the steering lock on. So it does get pretty tight on full lock when you're putting the steering lock on, but it looks to be okay. It's not chaffing anything or pulling anything unduly. So that's a thing you want to check. And then once you check everything, obviously take it out for a test ride. So I'll catch up with you later on a test ride, guys. Guys, you can see the reach on the handlebars now with the handlebar raisers on. So the seating position now is a lot more comfortable for me. The bars are a lot easier to reach. Not that they weren't easy to reach before, they were a lot more comfortable, I should say. My back's a lot straighter, and the bars are definitely, looking at this now, they're back at least 30mm backwards from where they were, and 30mm upwards, a good 30mm, maybe a bit more. So yeah, overall it's a lot more comfortable, but we'll get out and we'll try it on the road, and I'll give you my thoughts on it. It's only a simple process, but something that makes a massive difference to how you ride a bike and how your bike feels. So catch up with me as we go for a ride, and I'll give you my points of view on how it feels with the bar raisers, and I'll put a link in the description below where you can get these bar raisers off AliExpress. Bar raisers tightened up to about 10 Newton meters torque. Anything into an aluminium thread, you don't want to go too crazy with it, so not over tight. I don't know what the specific torque setting is. I know the engine casing covers I put on, all the clutch cover and etc. is 10 Newton meters, so I'm going off that for the handlebar bolts. It seems plenty, so it should be okay. So come with me on a ride, and I'll give you my thoughts now. How comfortable it feels now. It does feel much, much better, much more, how can I say, imposing, if you like. I feel like everything's close at hand, and I feel like I'm surrounded and more comfortable in the seating position. So catch you later on the ride, guys. So guys, another quick thing I thought I'd cover quickly on this video with the bar raisers is the fuel consumption. A few people have asked about the fuel consumption. I know this has been put out there quite a lot, so we'll go down to my vehicle. And you can see at the moment I've covered 603 kilometres, that's in the first week, and you can see my average fuel consumption is 4.4 litres to 100 kilometres. Got a first service in 397, and current temperature of the bike after a run now, I've just got back, is 94 degrees. Now what I will say as well is that I notice this bike runs an awful lot hotter than my V-Strom, which is sat down there. My V-Strom never ever goes over 3 bars on the temperature scale. This one often goes up to near the top, and then the fan kicks in. Once the fan kicks in, it drops down to sort of midway, but it does run a lot hotter than the V-Strom with the 90-degree V-twin, although they're both water cooled. Just a thing to bear in mind, especially in a hot climate, and a lot of heat around your legs, especially if you're in traffic. So it does heat up quite quick. Whether that's because it's still running in, I'm not quite sure, but it certainly runs hotter than my other 2 bikes. So guys, enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hi guys, so here we are, we're out and about on the DSX 900 with the bar risers fitted. So my first impressions are it feels a lot more comfortable. My back isn't bent forward, my arms aren't stretched as much as they were before, and the hand position seems a lot better. It's only 30mm higher and 30mm back, but it feels a whole lot of difference. Try standing up. Yeah, the standing up position is a lot better. You feel a lot more in control. Your hands easily fall on the bars, and you can stand fully up without sort of crouching your knees and leaning forward on the bars, and on keeping your weight on your wrists. So it's a lot more comfortable wrist-wise. Yeah, so a lot better all round. Simple modification makes the bike feel totally different. Much more comfortable to ride. It's going to be a lot better on long journeys. You're not going to get that wrist ache and slight ache in the middle of your back from that lean forward. So it's noticeable as soon as you get on the bike and start riding it. It was noticeable in a stationary position, but it's very noticeable now, and I'm out and about on it. It's a pretty rough section of road here, but we're getting on a better one in a minute. So yeah guys, like I said earlier, I'll put a link below in the annotations at the bottom to where you can buy them pretty much anywhere. As long as you buy a 28mm bar riser for a 28mm bar, you're okay. But like I said in earlier, these particular bar raisers are for the FGS 850 model, not the 800 or 700 or 650, so they cater for the thicker bars, and the profile is very similar to what you've already got on the bike itself, so it's quite aesthetically pleasing when you look down. It's not as if you've got a different profile shape to the bar riser at the bottom compared to the original that is sitting on top. So guys, there we are, simple upgrade to the bike. I've got more coming, more videos coming. Give me a thumbs up, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and all of you guys who've got a DSX, hope you're enjoying it and having as much fun as I am on mine. And I'll catch you in the next one guys. Take care and ride safe. Just an extra bit of info on this video. You can see the finish on the profile on the original stanchion here with the new profile that you get for the 850 GS, and you can see the old part there, which did fit on the bottom part here, and this is the new section in the middle. We go down at the side, you can see the new section pretty much matches. It's not totally exactly the same profile, but it's not far off. What I would advise you do guys, and it's entirely up to you how you ride your bike, but see the alignment marks on the side. Now when I picked my bike up from the main dealer, the middle line was aligned with the joint, and for my style of riding it's way out. And what I'll show you what I mean now, that this is on full lock now on the bike. If you align it on the middle mark, let's just turn this automatic lock off. So you can see that the bars now appear to be much straighter, so they're not as turned in and not as bent, they're not as heavy on your wrist. But if you put your bike on full lock, you'll see now there's a good gap between the bike and the bars. This is when you go to lock it. On the middle setting, you'll find this section of the bar is pretty much touching. It's very, very close to the bike. By putting it like that, it lifts the bars way up off the bike. And if you use the bar risers as well, you get a much more aggressive stance on the bike. It's much better all around in my opinion, but try different types of settings. But I would advise use the bar risers that I'll put in the info below, and when you get them on, turn the markers, I'll get down again, so you're on the top marker just below the line where the old top joins up to the new piece. If you move it to there, and then obviously when you do that, you have to roll your wing mirrors a fair bit to get them to adjust, and everything's right then. What I noticed before, as it was set out from factory, or I set it from the dealership, if I put my reservoir for my brake fluid in the upright position, that reservoir was canted over. It was way out for my mind, and the wing mirrors seemed to be in an off position. So it's just a bit of a tip from my perspective. I mean, it may be totally different for you. You might have different arms to me. You might ride at a different length. But what I've found now, messing around with the configuration on the bike, move the mirrors to where you want them. But I would advise you try, it's totally up to you, but I would try that the top line on the bars is canted round so it's just below the gap on the bars there. And it's, for me now, it's a perfect stance on the bike. It sits up great, it's the right type of height, and it seems to work well for me. So there's a tip for you guys. Try it, see what you think. I think you'll find a big difference.